The stars of Bridgerton and Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story, have had a dazzling spring, making stylish appearances at major events like the Met Gala, BAFTA TV Awards, and Cannes Film Festival. Reed Jean-Page wowed in a custom Brioni red suit, while Nicola Coughlan turned heads in multiple looks, from a Peace Lily-inspired gown by Robert I to a sleek Balenciaga LBD. Simone Ashley stunned in Vivienne Westwood and Prada at Cannes, and Jessica Madsen brought yacht chic energy in Camilla and Mark. Other standout appearances included Luke Newton in AMI Paris, Katie Leung and her co-stars in Self-Portrait, Mio Mio, and 3.1 Philip Lim, Masali Baduza in Kai Collective, and Catherine Drysdale in her own designs and a vintage-inspired balaclava look. The cast continues to impress both on and off the screen with their fashion-forward choices. Another fit check in with the stars of Bridgerton. It's been a busy spring for our Bridgerton beauts. The Met Gala, which is probably the most coveted fashion fiesta of the year, was earlier this month. Then, there were the BAFTA TV Awards in London. And to close out May, the Cannes Film Festival took the who's who to the south of France. And while we are indeed biased, our stars looked immaculate. Of course, we love them in their Featherington citruses and their Bridgerton blues, and even the occasional sultry pirate look, but to find out what makes their sartorial scents stick out in the real world is just as juicy. Here, we've rounded up some of our favorite looks from the runways, red carpets, premieres, and other events of the past couple of months. But if you think we missed a particularly stunning look, drop us a line, and let us know. So, do enjoy our regularly scheduled fit check-in with the stars of Bridgerton and Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story. We could not take our eyes off the Duke in ravishing red at the Met Gala. Reed Jean-Page wore a custom-made, double-breasted Brioni suit with a matching floor-length coat. He added a Tiffany & Company brooch and 1970s Tag Heuer Carrera watch to round out the look. Nicola Coughlan was in Cannes wearing Daniel W. Fletcher's first-ever custom design under the Mithridate label. And let's not forget the custom silver-pointed stilettos by Malone Souliers. It was sparkly, mermaid meets tennis chic, a perfect vibe for Our Lady. On the night Coughlan accepted the Konbini Commitment Award for her activism in promoting peace, she stunned on the red steps in a white gown by Robert I with a custom design inspired by a peace lily. Paired with jewels by Jessica McCormick and Jimmy Choo shoes, she was a revelation to behold. The week before, Coughlan was in a custom Richard Quinn look for the TV BAFTAs. Tasaki Jewels and Jimmy Choo's pulled the vintage vibe together. And at an event for Olaplex, for which Coughlan is a brand ambassador, she looked sleek in an LBD by Balenciaga with black tights and black Marc Jacobs platform boots. Really made those golden locks pop. Simone Ashley made the headliner image for Vanity Fair's rundown of Cannes red carpet looks, and for good reason. She gave a Midsummer Night's Dream vibe in a white Vivienne Westwood gown paired with sheer white stilettos. And on the closing ceremony red carpet of the film festival, Ashley donned a custom red tube Prada dress. Jessica Madsen looks like she's about to board a yacht in Cannes, which is definitely something you'd do there, in a Camilla and Mark cream double-breasted relaxed suit. Luke Newton gets ready with Gentleman's Journal for the BAFTA TV Awards and wears a sleek AMI Paris suit that basically looks like it was draped over him by ravens. That medallion necklace hanging just so with his unbuttoned shirt, it's possibly too much for us to handle. The latest Mama in the Ton and her two girls were spotted together IRL at the British Vogue x Netflix BAFTA party. Katie Leung wore a stunning midnight blue number by Self-Portrait. She was flanked by Isabella Wei in an adorable ensemble by Mio Mio, and Michelle Mao in a 3.1 Philip Lim tank and fringe skirt. Masali Baduza was at that same British Vogue x Netflix BAFTA party and was a vision in one of Kai Collective's best-selling dresses, an oversized ruched-waisted dress that screams comfort and class in the same breath. At the Smiley Charity Film Awards, our very own seamstress donned her own threads. Catherine Drysdale looked effortlessly graceful in Hill House. And attending the BAFTA TV Awards, Drysdale chose a vintage-like 80s dress and full-coverage shoulder cape by Balakina with matching dense gloves, and a Roger Vivier clutch. Get it, girl.